Tonight's game is presented to you in parts by the Frankfort Eagles, Post 976, they are people helping people. By Day and Ginda Funeral Home, proud supporters of high school athletics in Clinton and Carroll County. By the healthy communities of Clinton County, making the healthy choice the easy choice.
By FiberHawk, fast, affordable FiberHawk.
By the Farmers Bank, where you don't have to be a farmer to be a farmer. Let's grow. By the Willow Creek Barn, providing a picturesque setting for the barn wedding of your dreams. And by Tornado Roofing, specializing in residential and commercial roofing and repair.
How you so cool, how you so fly, how you so fresh, you ain't even gotta try. Y'all pump faking, I ain't even gotta lie. Hit 'em with the hits, game winner switch in.
Welcome to beautiful Case Arena on this early Saturday afternoon. We'll call it a matinee. How about that? As the McCutcheon Mavericks have come to town, they sit at 10-7 on the season, and the Frankfort Hot Dogs at 2-17. Joined by Joe Rook, I'm Sean Walker as we welcome you into our Healthy Communities of Clinton County pregame show, making the healthy choice the easy choice. And Joe, it wasn't that long ago, basically a quick rest last night, get back up and play basketball today. These Hot Dogs had an absolute battle with North Montgomery last night.
Yeah, they did. It was a good game. It was very, very competitive. Frankfort played well, led the entire first half. Halfway through the third quarter, kind of lost the lead. It was nip and tuck all the way down to the end, and dropped that game 55-53 to the Chargers. So interesting to see how the Hot Dogs bounce back today.
Hot Dogs will look to shake that off and try to turn it around quickly against a McCutcheon team who 10-7 on the season. They're coming in after a tough loss last night to Southmont. So both teams looking to get back on the winning ways. What about our keys to victory tonight?
Hey, keys to victory tonight. The first one, three-point shooting. When looking at the stats, I was very impressed with McCutcheon's three-point shooting. They've got some good shooters from the distance. As a team, they shoot 44% as McCutcheon, and their top three leading scorers, Baker shoots 56% from the three, Pritzel 36%, and Solene 44% from three. That's some outstanding shooting. So Frankfort's going to have to defend well behind the arc today. I put the second one, bounce back, as I just mentioned. Tough loss last night by the Dogs. How do they come out today? McCutcheon, a 1-point loss to Southmont. Kind of a bounce back for them, see which team gets off to a good start and kind of dictates the tempo of the game. And the last one, I put R.J. Kornman. Hated to see R.J. last night go down with an ankle injury. And the reason I put him in there is not so much that, hey, if he's not playing today, is that going to be a win-loss situation for Frankfort? But what it does hurt Frankfort, he's definitely the emotional leader. He's a senior that just does a lot of good things for Frankfort. So having him on the sidelines today, let's see if Frankfort kind of has that intensity that RJ always brings.
Yeah, with Kornman being out, obviously going to be a little tough here for the Hot Dogs this afternoon, but we'll see what they can get done. Our players to watch tonight brought to us by Tornado Roofing. Just like the players to watch specialize in their craft, so do the professionals at Tornado Roofing. It's Brody Baker at almost 18.5 points per game, and then Lucas Wagner for the Hot Dogs at almost 10. Look for those two to have standout games here today on the floor here at Case Arena.
I might say that Brody Baker, too, with you look at his stats for a sophomore, he's definitely a tough sophomore, and Frankfort's definitely going to have to pay attention to him today.
Another player in the long line of greats from McCutcheon High School that's just a sophomore going to have a nice career.
Yeah.
We'll step aside for the national anthem. When we come back, we'll get your starters and your tip right here on ISC.
Running a small business. Your hands are full. We can help. FiberHawk partners with local companies by providing business-class internet, phone, TV, and customized bundles to meet your needs. Our fiber-powered system delivers reliable speed with enhanced security. Running a business is tough. Contact FiberHawk today and let our expert team give you a hand.
At Day and Ginda Funeral Home, we embrace change while staying true to timeless values. Our commitment to putting families first remains steadfast. With up-to-date practices and unwavering compassion, we offer the highest quality of service for your loved ones. Trust to serve your family with a classic commitment in modern times. Day and Ginda Funeral Home, putting family first.
At Tornado Roofing, we provide a complete range of services defined by quality, innovation, and expertise. We offer free estimates, have financing available, and handle insurance claims. Tornado Roofing is more than a name. It's a family-owned and operated business known for its committed customer service and expectation of going beyond our clients' needs. Our work is backed by a customer satisfaction guarantee to provide you with peace of mind. For more information, visit tornadoroof.com or call 670-6440. At Tornado Roofing, we believe in putting a strong roof over your head.
Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome to the Willow Creek Barn, where nature's beauty meets rustic elegance. From the moment you arrive on the property, you'll notice every detail is finely crafted to provide you with the dream wedding you've always dreamt about. From carriage and trolley rides to breathtaking aerial views via our hot air balloon, the Willow Creek Barn offers unforgettable moments that will last you a lifetime. For more information about our packages and availability, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com.
Welcome back to Case Arena. Our starting lineups tonight brought to us by Ardente Dental, where healthy smiles start here. First up for the McCutcheon Mavericks, they'll start Brody Baker, Isaac Richardson, Owen Soline, Brody Reiki, and Lonnie Griffin will be your starting five there for Tyler Shear in his 8th year at McCutcheon, his 14th year overall. And now on the other side for the Frankfort Hot Dogs, with R.J. Kornman out, Charlie Beardsley jumps into the starting lineup. So the Beardsley brothers, Jack Michael, Lucas Wagner, and Isaac Adams are starting five for head coach Jake Nerney.
You might notice the fans there as you're watching the introductions of Frankfort across the way into the bleachers. All the little pink shirts. Puppy Power's here today for the Frankfort, so it's something they do every year, one game a year. The youngsters, boy, girl, come out, practice cheers in the morning, and then the game later that afternoon or evening, they perform some of the things they learned. So that's a good little thing there for the youngsters. I like that. They've done that for quite a while, Sean. Good old Puppy Power.
You got to love it. You got to. You know, today's a little quicker turnaround for them. They usually teach them everything in the morning, and they practice for quite a few hours, and they come back in the evening. This is a quick turnaround for Puppy Power.
Maybe that's a good thing for them. Maybe they won't forget.
There you go.
They're right on that. So,
our officials for tonight's broadcast, none other than Mike DuBois, Danny Pinelli, and Tom Mills. Officials brought to us by Day and Ginda Funeral Homes. They put family first, and we're in the first quarter. The tip is underway. McCutcheon will start out with the basketball first. This is Owen Soline with the ball. And now to Baker, our player to watch. Frankfort comes out in a zone defense. McCutcheon recognizes it right away, and a backdoor lob.
Yeah, very, very well designed by McCutcheon. Did a good job running that.
That was Brody Reiki on the score. Jack Michael blocked on the drive. Looking down low. This shot up, rolls around and drops. That's back-to-back buckets for Reiki.
Good start from McCutcheon. Reiki getting 2 point-blank shots. Quick 4-0, going to be soon to be 6-0.
Hard tumble for Isaac Adams, and you don't want to see that young man get injured, obviously, for any reason, but you're already short-handed today.
I thought he'd probably go ahead and shoot the layup, but Adams took a tumble. Good to see he hop right back up.
Isaac had a great night last night in double figures for Frankfort.
He was the Eagles player of the game for the Hot Dogs. He did do a great job last night. Going to have that plus more today.
Griffin working against Beardsley. Beardsley fouled out last night, but, man, his defensive prowess, especially in that first half against North Montgomery, was outstanding. Rebound by Griffin, back up and in, and it's a quick 6-0 lead for the McCutcheon Mavericks.
Already danger zone for the Hot Dogs. Need to get a good look and a bucket here real quick. Or it's going to get out of hand early.
Adams backing down, spins in the lane, gets blocked by Reiki. And last touch by Adams. Wow, McCutcheon's defense early.
Yeah, they're very active, very athletic. Good job on defense by the Mavericks.
Solene will walk it up here for McCutcheon. Everything coming at the rim. Want to welcome our viewers that just joined us on ISC. A little technical difficulties, but we're back. We're up and running now here. Appreciate you staying tuned and joining in with us. It's 9-0 here.
Baker knocking down his three, that 56% three-point percentage. Most impressive.
That's a flat out getting it done.
It is. Those three guys I mentioned for McCutcheon, too, they're volume shooters. Just not like they're shooting, 20 or 30 of them. They're putting up some three-pointers.
Lucas Wagner, pretty darn good three-point shooter himself for the Hot Dogs. That one rattles out. And pushed the other way. Solene's floater in the lane off, and then last touch by Adams. I know somebody that could use some three-point shooting in the college ranks as you see a look at that replay. Yeah. How about them Indiana Hoosiers? They're known to come up to Lafayette and poach players as they got Rob Fennessy to come to IU.
Yeah.
Former McCutcheon great. Solene's three, wide open, rattles in. Everything working here early. As we get a brief officials timeout here, it gives us an opportunity to thank Day and Ginda Funeral Home, with locations in Frankfort, Florida, Mulberry, and Rossville. The compassionate and experienced staff at Day and Ginda Funeral Home are dedicated to providing a loving and genuine environment for you to honor your loved one. For more information, visit dayandginda.com. Day and Ginda Funeral Home, where we put family first. Back to live action on the floor. Michael breaking that pressure for the Frankfort Hot Dogs. Speaking of McCutcheon greats, we're going to see one later this evening on the ISC Sports Network. Only he'll be prowling the sidelines. A former player, Chad Peckinpah, now the head coach at Clinton Prairie High School. When Chad graduated in 1995, Joe, he was the all-time leading scorer. He now sits in fourth.
Wow, that's impressive.
They've had some ballers come through.
Yeah, they sure have, and they've had a lot of good players after him. So for him to hold that spot, he's doing a very good job coaching the Gophers up.
Griffin, offensive rebound. Official helps keep that one in bounds. Baker. McCutcheon doing a good job moving the basketball around. Good defense inside from Frankfort. Adams and Beardsley on the double team. Baker to Griffin. Active hands again. Boy, nothing coming easy right now for McCutcheon, but they're staying with it.
They are staying with 24. Griffin getting his second basket, but good grief. Talk about controlling the offensive glass.
That one taken away from Jack Michael, and then Solene too strong on the layup. Baker lines up a three, swishes the three. Smooth shooting touch from the sophomore.
Not disappointing here early on as Baker 2 for 2 on the threes.
This timeout brought to you by the Frankfort Eagles, Post 976. They've been serving the community since 1905 with over 900 members locally. The Frankfort Eagles offer something for everyone. For more information on who they are and what they do, visit FOE.com or stop by the Frankfort Eagles at 408 North Main Street in Frankfort.
Well, one of our things we talked about was on the keys to who might bounce back quickly after a disappointing loss last night. 17-0 McCutcheon right now. I think that's been answered.
Yeah, the Mavs, they've come out on fire here in Case Arena. Yeah. I'm starting to think that I'm a jinx on the program. John comes in last night. He calls the game with you. You get a 2-point affair. Matt Taylor comes in. He calls the game with you. You had a buzzer beater. Neither one of those games went Frankfort's way, but they were very competitive.
They were. I don't think it's that at all, Sean.
I come to see my former Hot Dogs play here, and I bring them bad luck, I think.
But the thing that's been amazing this year, as we've noticed, is how well the opposing teams come into Case and shoot the ball. That's a good thing for the visiting teams, bad for the Hot Dogs.
Griffin goes all the way to the floor, and traveling violation there on the rebound.
Got the rebound, just kind of got tangled up there and fell down, so first turnover for McCutcheon.
Michael trying to penetrate, gets in the lane. That jumper just rattles out, and McCutcheon turns it over again. We'll stay on this end with the hot dogs. Michael on the inbound to Wagner. Quick trigger there, just rims out. See Wagner wearing that brace on the right calf, must be bothering him a little bit.
He's had that on every game since. He had that lower leg injury earlier in the year, missed a couple games. So, and I don't know that he's still personally 100% back from that. He seems to have lost a little bit of his quickness on that. So that's a tough one to come back from. It probably stays sore most of the year.
Unfortunately, lower leg injuries those are tough to come back from, especially in a sport like basketball where you have to have strength in your lower legs. Griffin misses the free throw attempt. The last foul was on Wagner. If you need quality work from a qualified company, then look no further than Tornado Roofing, offering free estimates, financing, and they even handle insurance claims. Reach them by phone at 670-6440 or visit tornadoroof.com for more information. Griffin 1 for 2 at the line. 18-0 early deficit for the Hot Dogs.
On that play there, Michael picked up his dribble. Frankfort's got to do a better job to help Jack out. I mean, everybody was just kind of standing there, hands out, waiting for the ball. You got to go to him to give him someone to throw to.
They get it into Michael. Rocking those pink sneakers. In the lane. Tries to dump it off for Adams. Hot Dogs turn it over, but McCutcheon gives it right back. Play a little sloppy from both sides here. Beardsley. Definitely one of the more athletic players on this Frankfort squad.
Yeah, number 3, Charlie, had good success getting in the lane last night against North Montgomery, creating some problems for the Chargers, scoring 13 points and throwing out a few assists.
Coach Nerney in his first year at the helm here at Frankfort High School. He is their 4th or 5th coach in as many years. It has been a high turnover rate here at Frankfort the last few years. Coach Nerney hoping to change that. Obviously going to take some time here to turn the basketball program around. Save, they keep it in bounds. Baker in the lane, floater, gets it to drop. Always a good day too when Hot Dog shows up. We got the mascot walking around saying hi to the fans.
Absolutely.
Beardsley to Adams. Good strong move in the lane. Keeps his pivot foot. Battles through the contact, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, there was a lot of, you can see, I don't know if you can tell, there was a lot of contact on that pivot there by Adams, and playing through the contact, you're right.
Isaac's not one to shy away from contact.
No, he likes to get in there,
boy.
Spin around, knock a few heads.
But Coach Nerney says, I wish I had 8 of him.
Yeah,
He's one of the nicest guys, one of the hardest workers.
I understand.
That niceness going out the window here in the first quarter for Isaac Adams as he banging down there in the paint. Trying to get the Hot Dogs on the board here.
Yeah, Frankfort needing a point in the worst way. 20-0.
That one rattles out. Back the other way for the Mavericks. Tyler Shear in his 8th year, 84 and 92. Spent time coaching at Tri-County for 6 years before taking over the McCutcheon job when Rick Peckinpah retired. Won 2 sectionals in his time at Tri-County.
Oh, nice shot.
Reiki. Goes glass. Bank staying open on Saturdays.
Good job. McCutcheon's got some of those uniforms, too. The numbers are kind of difficult to see sometimes from up here in the Crow's Nest.
That's Taryn Emery with the three-point attempt from Frankfort that rimmed out. Baseline jumper here. That's Isaac Richardson. The other Isaac Adams secures the rebound. Right now for Frankfort, though, it's been a lot of one-on-one basketball on this side of the floor.
Yeah, it has. You're absolutely right.
Michael penetrates, goes glass, too strong. McCutcheon quickly the other way. Baker, Griffin, no.
Good fast break, just didn't close on the layup was Griffin, but great break by the Mavs. They're definitely having no trouble getting out and getting down the floor.
Three from the corner. That one rims out. Saved by McCutcheon. And with 5 seconds to go, we'll see if McCutcheon can add to their lead. Baker down the lane. Tipped up, no good. And at the end of one, it is 22-0 right now. McCutcheon on top of Frankfort. We'll step aside when we come back. More basketball heads your way on the ISC Sports Network.
Frankfort Eagles 976 has bingo every Wednesday night. Early birds beginning at 6 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 7 p.m. Packets are $25 and includes every game you need to play. They also have Saturday bingo the first Saturday of every month, with early birds starting at 4 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 5 p.m. Big game payouts each game with 3 to 4 chances to win different jackpot games each day. Great for individuals or groups because everyone enjoys winning lots of money. You must be 18 years or older to play.
Welcome back. Start of the second quarter, 22-0 right now. McCutcheon on top of Frankfort. Tonight's second quarter brought to us by our friends at Ardente Dental. They offer high-tech dentistry with a personal touch. Whether you're a brand new patient or you've been with them for years, they're here to serve you. Give them a call at 654-7222. Schedule an appointment online at ardentedental.com. Ardente Dental, we bring smiles to life. Rough first quarter for Frankfort, held scoreless, Joe. Shut out there after the first 8 minutes.
Yes, McCutcheon's pitching, doing very well here in that first quarter. Pitching a shutout. That's a tough way to bounce back if you're a hot dog fan from last night's 2-point loss to North Montgomery. Come in today, McCutcheon playing very, very well. Sometimes you might, McCutcheon say, their record, 10-7? Maybe not that good, but McCutcheon plays an excellent schedule. They play a lot of good competition.
Kind of run the gauntlet of the area schools, does McCutcheon.
Yeah, so I would say that looking at their 10-7, that they're pretty solid, and they have proved that here in the first half.
They're an independent team looking for a conference home after spending some time in the North Central Conference the last few years. Them and Harrison both left. That shot off the mark by Baker. Conference wanted to add a few other opponents. They cited travel and some other reasons for Harrison and McCutcheon exiting.
Frankfort kind of in their own conference shuffle too.
Yeah, Monon Athletic Conference will kick off next year.
The old Sagamore Conference, as we've known for many years, will be changing immensely.
As a matter of fact, last night was the last home game against the Sagamore Conference opponent that Case Arena will see. There's a spin in the paint, a score. That's Gavin Pritzel with the 2.
His first hoop of the day.
Frankfurt still looking for that first field goal. Jaden McBee tries a 3. The left hand, no. Wagner's tip, no good.
Lucas Wagner fighting on the offensive glass, got a tip back.
Battle down low.
McCutcheon's owning the offensive glass there against the Hot Dogs.
Using their size. Baker, 3. That's 3 triples in as many tries for Baker. I don't think I've seen him miss one.
No, he has not. That's 3 for 3. Improving on that 56% from the three-point line.
Formed almost 20 years ago, Healthy Communities of Clinton County remain committed to the community by offering programs geared toward a healthier tomorrow. With focus on overall health, mental health, substance abuse disorders, and reducing teen pregnancy, the goal is to make the healthy choice the easy choice. For more information, visit healthyclintoncounty.org. And while we got the time, we also want to tell you about the Farmers Bank, where we like helping everyone grow, drawing over 140 years of history to honor the principles of personal connection and individual attention that have been there since the founding in 1876. And that's why you don't have to be a farmer to be a farmer. Let's grow. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. For head coach Jake Nerney, obviously some growing pains this year, but he said he's been positive in every interaction, email that I've had back and forth with him, Joe. He has said this group has been a joy to coach. They work hard, and it's just there's a learning curve right now. It's something that they got to bring on as Lucas Wagner knocks down the first field goal for Frankfort.
Yeah, and I think Frankfort had been playing better here of late. Today's going to be a little bit different. McCutcheon hitting on all cylinders here early.
Pritzel with the miss. McCutcheon with another offensive rebound. Battle down low and a whistle.
Here you get to see some more of the offensive rebounding by the Mavericks. Not sure what the call was there. Guess that was on, the foul was on Pritzel.
McCutcheon playing a number 22 on the floor today. Did not have one on our roster on either varsity or JV, so unfortunately unable to identify him. Jack Michael with the field goal. And after Frankfort going scoreless for the first 11 minutes of basketball almost, they've got 5 here in the last 2 possessions. Another timeout taken. We want to tell you about FiberHawk. Now available FiberHawk fiber internet. They offer super fast speeds, no more buffering, perfect for all sizes of business. FiberHawk offers every speed to meet your internet needs. For more on offerings and availability, just go to fiberhawk.com or call 922-HAWK. Fast, affordable FiberHawk. Going to be a great day on the network, Joe. I get to be a part of 2 different broadcasts today.
Man.
Excited for that.
You're on it today, Sean. But you're always on it every day, Sean, with ISC Sports. Man, you are the man.
I don't know how to not work. You know?
Is that what your wife says too?
I guess. Yeah, she is not happy with me this weekend. Last night being Valentine's Day, I had a basketball game. Signed up for 2 today. In the lane. Let's see. It looked like he motioned that's good.
I think Reiki made a nice spin move here. I think he's playing through the contact. I think that goes.
They did. Reiki with 8 points here in the first half for McCutcheon. He's on his season average already. Good look at the young man at the free throw line. He leaves this one a little short. Boy, McCutcheon
just pounding that
glass. Yeah.
Pounding that glass. Can't tell if Frankfort's boxing out at all. If McCutcheon's just that much bigger, stronger, not necessarily bigger, but maybe stronger, a little quicker to the ball.
Frankfort being in that zone, it's tough to rebound out of the zone sometimes as well. Guarding an area versus a player.
Got to find somebody quickly and box them out.
Michael gets into the lane, has that one ripped away.
Well, the one thing you would have thought by now Frankfort would understand, but when you're going in the lane on the offensive end against McCutcheon's defense, you better have both hands on that ball tightly and securely because McCutcheon's going to rip it right out of there.
Baker again. My goodness. Have a day, young man. 4 threes in the first half.
Yet to miss one.
And every single one of them that have gone in have barely even made the net move.
Exactly.
He's
They're
so
pure.
dialed in.
They are pure.
That it almost looks like a magic trick from up here, Joe. Good drive by Wagner, but
I mean, of all the games we've done this year, I've never had a player coming in shooting 3-pointers over 50%. Have you? Have you
no,
noticed?
it's crazy.
56%. That's amazing.
Wagner knocks down the free throw.
Lucas coming in shooting 62% from the foul line this year.
He'll get that one to go as well. 5 points for Lucas. He was our player to watch coming into tonight's game. You can tell right now Frankfort's definitely missing R.J. Kornman and his athletic ability.
Yeah.
Especially in a game that's kind of become a one-on-one try to get to the bucket and scores. Fritzl did that on the other end for McCutcheon.
McCutcheon's quickness giving Jack Michael a little problem there. We'd give a shout out to number 22 for McCutcheon if we had him here on our roster.
I know. I'm gonna do process of elimination with jersey numbers on the bench, and maybe we can get that way.
There you go. That'll work. We apologize if friends or family are watching on that, but we don't have a name for number 22.
That's number 12, Mac Haynes, into the game for McCutcheon. Coach Shear getting into his bench now a little bit here with the large lead. Another long rebound that's tracked down once again.
McCutcheon's just quicker than Frankfort, able to get to most of those balls on the long rebounds. That's Pritzl again for his 6-point.
29-point lead right now for the Mavericks. Now quickly the other way comes McCutcheon. Nobody stops the shooter or ball. He pulls up and makes him pay. That's Solene. His second triple of the game. He's got 6 points. Wagner, contested three, just rattles out. Solene the other way. Pritzl steps into one, and after seeing three shots go from 2 feet, he lets one go from 22.
He says, hey, all my teammates are knocking him down. I better try one.
Adams going 1-on-4 down low.
And he gets it. Good hustle, Isaac Adams. Good to see that go in for him. The young man's working hard.
Timeout taken. That's a 42-9 game currently. This timeout brought to you by Day and Ginda Funeral Home, locations in Frankfort, Flora, Mulberry, and Rossville. The compassionate and experienced staff at Day and Ginda Funeral Homes are dedicated to providing a loving and genuine environment for you to honor your loved one. For more information on their services, their community involvement, and their new crematory services, go to dayandginda.com. Day and Ginda Funeral Homes, where we put family first. Funeral homes now starting to get in that. Obviously, pets become a part of your family, Joe. And as they pass, they're offering those crematory services for the animals. And
yes.
Make little paw prints and things to remember them by.
Yeah, they do. You can get paw prints, nose prints. And you're right. Loss of the animals, that's a tough one.
I've got a whole zoo at home. I've got all kinds of best buddies.
You might be giving them a call someday.
Mac Haynes. How about that from Haynes?
Haynes. His first points of the day.
Jack Michael driving down the lane, gets fouled.
Jack Michael, 65% on the year for the free throw line. Knocked down that first one. Jack's third point of the afternoon.
We've seen Jack have some big games on our network this season. He played really well in the opening game at Clinton Prairie. went absolutely unconscious at Rossville at one point in time in that affair. I think he ended up with 25 in that one.
Jack, next year as a senior just needs to work on that consistency, be able to do that night in and night out.
Good play down low as McCutcheon Mavericks score again. That's number 35. Not a number 35 on our roster, so tie up here, jump ball. Some fresh faces, some players obviously from the JV getting in on the floor today here in this one. Good time for Coach Scheer to get a look at some of his up-and-coming players. Unfortunately, they're not wearing their JV numbers, so that makes it tough to know who's who.
It does. So, again, we apologize to the Maverick fans.
That three just off. And now the other way. Here comes Michael. Under a minute to go before the half. They find Adams. Adams, baseline. Fade away. Got it to go. That was pretty.
Isaac's second basket of the afternoon.
We're going to get a foul on the floor.
Wow. Sometimes, those calls like that just personally kind of drives me nuts. The ball's banging around on the rebounds, people getting hammered around, and then they call it little whatever that was.
Isaac said, can we call it that way on the other end, sir?
Sure.
I've been getting banged around down here pretty good.
Yeah. Good point.
It was just a second foul against Adams. Soline puts it on the deck, finds an open shooter. Three is good.
Number 35 knocks down a three-pointer. McCutcheon not hurting their three-point average here this afternoon. Jack Michael with his second field goal, 6 points.
Jack with all 6 of those here in the quarter. And how about the buzzer beater?
Why not? Absolutely, why not?
53-15, your score at the break. We'll step aside when we come back. Halftime show, head your way, right here from Frankfort High School.
I brought you a present. A book.
Follow the adventures of the Ardente Dental team as they fight cavities, gum disease, and create beautiful, healthy smiles.
Inconceivable. Hello, my name is Dr. Snyder. You cause cavities. Prepare to die. Inconceivable.
To make your smile look straight and fine, our braces per month are just $1.99.
Inconceivable.
You keep using that word, I do not think it means what you think it means.
Have fun at Ardente Dental.
Former WNBA star Katie Douglas Poe is now the owner of fitness franchises that help people get healthier and more active. And even though she comes from the world of elite athletics, Katie's favorite customers are the ones pursuing modest goals. We're proud to provide her with that same kind of personal support and individual attention to her finances, which is why, when it comes to her banking, Katie is a farmer. The Farmers Bank. Let's grow.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
For the barn wedding of your dreams, you need to experience our country estate, where nature's beauty meets rustic elegance. Schedule your tour today at thewillowcreekbarn.com. Voted the Knot Best of Weddings for 3 years straight.
Day & Ginda Funeral Home, proudly putting family first, strives to care and honor the families of Clinton and Carroll County in ways that share the loved one's story. In our effort to serve your family at the highest of quality, we have added our own crematories, one for your loved one and another crematory for your furry family members. Contact us for information on how we can serve your family. Day & Ginda Funeral Home, putting family first.
Welcome back to Case Arena here at the half. Our halftime show brought to us by the Farmers Bank. Let's grow it. Our score at the half, 53-15. Joined by Joe Rook. I'm Sean Walker. And, Joe, it has been a lights-out shooting performance here in the first half from McCutcheon.
You know, we talked about McCutcheon's ability to shoot the three-pointers before the game started, coming in as a team shooting 44%, and they have not dropped, I don't think, any below that today. They have shot it very, very well.
10 three-pointers in the first half.
Yeah.
30 of their 53 points coming beyond the arc here at Case Arena.
Yeah, they shoot it very well. Frankfort having a tough time getting out, defending on that, and McCutcheon's making them pay on that, Sean.
Good shot of all the little future cheerleaders here at Frankfort High School. The puppy power happening right now.
They look great.
Always love this moment. I know my daughters participated in a different school system, but they participated in very similar feat.
Yep.
My wife used to be one of the junior high cheerleading coaches, and they went through that program and loved it. And they would do the dance and the tumbling and a little bit of everything. If they had the events going.
Like I said earlier today, you know, I think to come in here to Case Arena Saturday morning, they learn a few things, and then they get to perform later in the day at the basketball game. So
yeah, bring some more parents out that may not normally come to a basketball game, and
absolutely
they get to take in some Frankfort basketball. Unfortunately, we wish the game was just a little bit better for the fans in the stands today.
Yeah,
from Frankfort's aspect, but obviously they've run into a buzzsaw. When you play against a team who knocks down 10 threes in the first half, Joe, that's going to be tough to beat no matter who you are and who you're playing.
You're absolutely right. That's a lot to overcome. Frankfort's offense has kind of always been a struggle, if you will, for most of the season. So, shooting like that from McCutcheon, that's going to be tough for the Hot Dogs to match.
Head coach Jake Nerney, the Hot Dogs have their work cut out for them here in the second half. Joe, it's always tough, not to put you on the spot here, but what's Coach Nerney's message at the half? What's he going to try to get out of these guys for the next two quarters?
You know, I think it's, you know, the last two home games, you know, a tough loss to Crawfordsville. They hit a three-pointer at the buzzer. Last night, very competitive game with North Montgomery, losing by 2. You know, you got to wonder where the boys playing for Frankfort, where their hearts and their heads are. You know, that we're down 53-15. What's the difference here in the second half? I think Coach Nerney's big thing in the second half is getting their attention and getting them to pay attention to the details and still play hard and what you want them to do. Don't let them quit. Keep at it. And I personally, I just think that's a thing that the coaches would be working for here in the second half.
Looking at turnovers, I know you always kind of scratch that unofficially. What do you have for both teams right now?
I have Frankfort with only 6 turnovers and McCutcheon with only 3.
So pretty clean.
It's pretty clean. But the thing, though, is McCutcheon's defense, you know, Frankfort only has 6 turnovers. But it is so difficult to Frankfort to get into their offense. They're having a hard time getting anywhere on the floor that they want to be to have success on the offensive end. McCutcheon doing a good job of kind of pushing them around, beating them to the spot. So it's, you say 6 turnovers, and that's not bad, but it's been a tough first half for the Hot Dogs getting where they want to be on the offensive end.
Yeah, I think the story, other than the 3-pointers from McCutcheon and their hot shooting, has been the amount of attempts they're getting, because they are outworking the Dogs down here on the glass.
Yeah.
Offensive rebound numbers, I wish I had them in front of me right now.
Yeah, I wish, sometimes we do rebounds, most time we do not, but man, oh man, McCutcheon easily has to be double-digit offensive rebounds, I would say, in that first half, easily.
Yeah, I mean, obviously trying to shoot Frankfort out of that zone. Do you anticipate a defensive change from Frankfort? Obviously, the 10 3-pointers kind of shooting them out of that zone. It's not effective with them shooting like they are, and then they're giving up a ton of rebounds.
Yeah, if I was a coach, I'd just say, hey, let's man up. Let's just go play it straight up. Let's see what we got. Try to get out on those 3-pointers, box somebody out. But yeah, that zone just wasn't going to get it done there in the first half for the Hot Dogs.
Again, 53-15 here at the break. As the Puppy Power program finishes up here at Case Arena, we'll step aside. We'll come back. Our halftime show rolls along right here on ISC.
Healthy Communities of Clinton County is committed to reduce the risk factors contributing to chronic disease including health disparities by decreasing stigma and encouraging positive changes. HCCC is here for the community with systems of care navigators, insurance assistance, prenatal classes, mental health programs, substance use prevention, and more. To help make the healthy choice the easy choice, contact us at 659-6063 or through our website, healthyclincounty.org.
Frankfort Eagles 976, serving with the community since 1905. With over 900 members locally, Frankfort Eagles offers something for everyone. Golf leagues, bingo, concerts, kid parties, cookouts, and more. For more information on who we are and what we do, visit FOE.com or stop by Frankfort Eagles at 408 North Main Street, Frankfort, Indiana.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome to Trinity Hope Center. Here we are actively engaged in our recovery community with a multitude of activities including peer recovery coaching, a full computer lab, grief groups, relapse prevention, pre- and postnatal support group, educational workshops for family members with addicted loved ones, expungent workshops, parent cafes, Saturday pro-social activities, recovery walk club, book club, and even video game nights. For more information, give us a call at 765-250-1845.
At Tornado Roofing, we provide a complete range of services defined by quality, innovation, and expertise. We offer free estimates, have financing available, and handle insurance claims. Tornado Roofing is more than a name. It's a family-owned and operated business known for its committed customer service and expectation of going beyond our clients' needs. Our work is backed by a customer satisfaction guarantee to provide you with peace of mind. For more information, visit tornadoroof.com or call 670-6440. At Tornado Roofing, we believe in putting a strong roof over your head.
Welcome back at the half. It's the Farmers Bank halftime show. Let's grow. And Joe, that's something these hot dogs are trying to do this season under head coach Jake Nerney is grow, learn a new system, compete, play hard, and that's really all you can ask at this point in time. There's been a ton of turnover in this program, not only from leadership down, but players transferring out. You've had a lot of seniors graduate last year. It is you may have some juniors and seniors on this squad, but they don't have a ton of time on the floor.
You're absolutely right, Sean. Some of those seniors do not have a lot of floor experience, and that's asking a lot. And one thing you did mention, you touched on it briefly, is Frankfort. This is Frankfort's fourth coach in 4 years on the basketball, and that's a difficult thing to overcome. And it's great to hear Coach Nerney say that, hey, the boys have been good to work with. It's been an enjoyment. So I just hope that the younger ones keep growing, keep learning, get out this summer and play, and hopefully hot dog basketball will get turned around, headed in the right direction.
He seems to be, you always say in a situation like this when the program's been down, right, you need somebody young and energetic who's going to come in, who's going to pump it full of life, even through the tough times. And Jake Nerney seems to be that guy here for Frankfort. So
right.
He's going to need some time. It's everybody wants that instant gratification, and it's not going to happen overnight here.
No, this isn't like the college ranks. We don't have the transfer portal where we can bring him in. But, he keeps coaching, keeps working with them, and hopefully the results will show in time. And the one thing, looking down at the Frankfort bench right now, R.J. Corman on his crutches out there, he's in the huddle, doing his best to encourage. Just a great thing to see.
Yep, absolutely. That's going to do it for our Farmers Bank halftime show. We're going to stay with you right here and just roll right into the third quarter. And we want to thank our friends over at the Willow Creek Barn. Attention, all engaged couples. Discover why the Willow Creek Barn has been voted the Knott's Best of Weddings for 4 years in a row. Nestled just outside of Frankfort, Indiana, the venue offers stunning indoor and outdoor ceremony options with breathtaking photo opportunities, providing the perfect backdrop for your dream barn wedding. To start planning your unforgettable day, just visit thewillowcreekbarn.com. We also Again, want to thank the Farmers Bank. They were our halftime sponsor tonight. They like helping everyone grow. Drawing on over 140 years of history to honor the principles of personal connection and individual attention that have been there since the founding in 1876. And that's why you don't have to be a farmer to be a farmer. Let's grow. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, here we go. Second half, Frankfort with the ball. See what we can get going, if anything, here in the third quarter.
Hot Dogs had 3 players get into the scoring column in the first half. They were led by Jack Michael. He had 6. 5 points from Lucas Wagner and 4 from Isaac Adams. On the other side, it was a pretty balanced scoring attack, but the McCutcheon Mavericks led by Brody Baker with 14. Wagner's 3 draws back iron. Here comes Baker. We saw Coach Scheer play his starters. They got out to a pretty large lead. He went pretty deep into his bench so far that we didn't even know who some of the players on the floor were, Joe.
Exactly. Yeah, they went so deep we didn't have them.
The three-point shooting continues here for the Mavericks. That's three-pointer number 11 as a team. That's the 4th from Owen Soline.
Soline, yeah, had 9 at half. Puts him up at 12.
Frankfort looking to try to run some offense here. Michael and Wagner weaving back and forth. Beardsley puts the ball on the deck, has it taken away. Soline the other way. Double dribble.
That's only McCutcheon's 4th turnover of the day. Been real clean with the basketball.
Frankfort careless with it here, the turnover. Run out. Basket by Baker. One of his rare makes from inside the arc.
Yeah, he gets under there. It's like, wow, that's awful close.
5 quick points here to start the third quarter for McCutcheon. Beardsley finds his brother. That one knocked away. Boy, McCutcheon's defense is just hounding the Hot Dogs right now, no pun intended.
But you're right. Frankfort just very, very difficult to get anything started on the offensive end. McCutcheon just having their way with Frankfort when Frankfort has the basketball.
McCutcheon after the takeaway. Scoop shot up and in. It's a nice take by Brody Reiki. He got the scoring started early and often for McCutcheon. Had their first 6 points.
That puts him in double digits with 10.
Obviously, the lead above 35, so we will have a running clock the rest of the way here from Case Arena. For the Hot Dogs, many of these youngsters on this team, Joe, they weren't born when the glory days of Frankfort High School was kind of going on. It's been tough sledding since the late 90s for Frankfort. This arena used to be packed. About every Friday night, this was the place to be in town.
It was on the weekends. Case Arena was rocking and rolling.
You had fans in here that had no ties to any of the kids playing. They were just coming to watch some high school basketball because that's what you did in Frankfort.
Yep. Absolutely right.
Seen some cool renovations over the last few years here in Frankfort. Just facelift, paint job, new windows. Obviously a brand new floor. I love the two-tone look. That 3 rattles out. McCutcheon quickly the other way. Baker, lay in. Give him 2 more. He's got 18. Boy, there is a smoothness to his game.
He does not look like a sophomore out there running up and down the floor.
In a long list of absolute scorers, he's one that looks like he might be etching his name
yeah,
in their history books.
That's a great point. It'd be interesting to see the next few years how Baker pans out. But, boy, he's having a great sophomore season.
Might be hard to catch Robert Fennessy. He finished with 2,018 points at McCutcheon. Avery Sheets finished with 1470. He did that in 2002, and Hayden Deaton moved up to third in 2017. And those three players all pushed Chad Peckinpah, as I mentioned earlier, into that fourth spot. 2 more for Baker.
20 points for Baker.
Adams goes baseline. Uses the body. Leaves it a little short. McCutcheon pushes the other way. Baker wide open. Why not? And again, I don't think he's missed. I can't remember a three that he's missed.
I agree.
That is his 5th triple.
Puts him at 23.
And that's the only one of the 5 that's even touched the rim. Somebody spent some time shooting. Celine. I think that Owen has done the same. They've come in here to Case Arena and make it look easy. That is the 5th 3 from Owen Celine as well. When was the last time you saw 2 guys on one team knock down 5 threes apiece?
No. Haven't this year anyway. It's been a while. But, man, they're making it look easy, McCutcheon's doing right now.
Tonight's game brought to you by the Frankfort. Today's game, actually, I want to say tonight.
Yeah.
Feels like it should be a nighttime game. It's brought to you by the Frankfort Eagles, Post 976. Serving the community since 1905 with over 900 members locally, the Frankfort Eagles offer something for everyone. For more information on who they are and what they do, visit FOE.com or stop by the Frankfort Eagles at 408 North Main Street in Frankfort. We also want to take the time to thank Tornado Roofing. If you need quality work from a qualified company, then look no further than Tornado Roofing, Siding, and Gutters. Offering free estimates, financing, and they'll even handle your insurance claims. Telephone number 670-6440, or online you can find them at tornadoroof.com.
Well, 2:23 to go here in the third. McCutcheon out on top 70-15. Offensive struggles continue for Frankfort as they've yet to score in the third quarter. McCutcheon just making life miserable for the Hot Dogs on the offensive end.
Yeah, their length, their defense, so tough here today. I want to thank all the students behind the scenes and obviously Richard Salih for their efforts that they bring here to the Hot Dog Network and their partnership with ISC. Bringing you the replays you're seeing, graphic, running cameras, a little bit of everything.
Yeah, they do. Rich Lee was a proud father there at halftime. Saw his daughter out there strutting her stuff for the young cheerleaders.
A little puppy power action.
Yeah, puppy power.
You know, for Richard, the best part is he gets to come here, go to work, put a little coin in his pocket, but all the coin goes right back to his daughters who got to make 50 trips to the concession stand each game.
Yeah, you would think Rich would just
I think he takes a loss every time he comes.
You would think he would just throw a few bucks to you and I, Sean, just for the heck of it.
Hey, if I had his money, I might not have to work as hard.
Yeah.
Soline hits the baseline. Again, Clinton County fans, if you're tuning in and watching this one from Frankfort today, we've got the Gophers on our network tonight. Bringing in one of the ISC trucks, shooting multiple camera angles there from Clinton Prairie High School as Jake McGraw looks to become the all-time leading scorer in school history at Clinton Prairie, and I believe that will also make him the leading scorer in the county. As he tries to pass Jordan Brewer. It's going to take a feat to do it tonight. He averages 25 a game. He needs 27, so it's not impossible.
No, not impossible. He has had some excellent scoring games, obviously, to be high on the list of that. So,
and fans say, why is that relevant, right? We're talking about Clinton Prairie to Frankfort game. Well, 2 reasons. 1, it's a Clinton County school, and 2, Jake McGraw's uncle is the all-time leading scorer here at Frankfort High School, and Andy Foster. Mm-hmm. His grandfather was a pretty good basketball player as well.
The family tree doing well on the basketball scene.
Under 5 seconds. Baker has to hoist. It's after the buzzer, so that'll keep his perfect shooting alive. That's one rare miss.
I think he did miss one at her in the third quarter down here in the corner. I think he missed one.
70-15 your score after 3. Back with more basketball right after this.
Running a small business. Your hands are full. We can help. FiberHawk partners with local companies by providing business class internet, phone, TV, and customized bundles to meet your needs. Our fiber-powered system delivers reliable speed with enhanced security. Running a business is tough. Contact FiberHawk today and let our expert team give you a hand.
Rondell Sims is a successful entrepreneur and beloved grandpa, in part because he's responsive and attentive. That also just happens to be what he looks for in a financial partner. And when it comes to his bank, Rondell is a farmer.
Back ready for the fourth quarter here at Frankfort High School. You see the cheerleaders there to the left of your screen, trying to get the home fans that have stuck around a little something to cheer about. Frankfort trails large on the scoreboard right now. McCutcheon, a buzzsaw. And that term gets thrown around a lot, but when you add up the number I've lost track at this point in time. They had 10 threes at the half. They have 13 now in the game. That is a shooting performance.
We knew they were a volume three-pointing club, and, boy, they have not disappointed today. They have filled it up. Like you said, I mean, it's good percentages, too. It's not like they're just chucking them up, missing some, too. I mean, they make the majority of them.
We've seen McCutcheon be very patient on the offensive end today, too, to work for good shots just like that one right there, a little high-low action.
Baker scoring well, but makes a good pass there to teammate.
35 with the bucket. Get a whistle that stops action here. That's Shamar Ray who checks into the game, number 4 there for McCutcheon. Michael puts the ball on the deck, has it taken away by Shamar Ray. Ray quickly the other way, he gets his first 2 of the game. Senior coming off the bench. Coach told me potentially coming into this he might be in the starting lineup, and then from the starting lineup till not seeing him all the way to the fourth quarter, a little different there, but Shamar makes his presence felt right away as he comes in.
Absolutely, yeah. Luke Beardsley. Opportunity for 2 free throws there. Went to the basket strong. Foul. Luke's first opportunity to free throw line this evening.
That foul was called on Connor Gamble. I heard the PA help us out there. Connor was one of the players in a jersey we didn't have a number for. So Connor Gamble in 35 from McCutcheon. Beardsley gets 1 of 2. A 58-point lead right now for the McCutcheon Mavericks. So you're seeing, again, starters removed from the floor, other players in here for McCutcheon, and even the reserve players getting it done today at Frankfort.
Yeah. It's been impressive, McCutcheon's. The intensity with which they play has not let up once today. With the big lead, they're still pushing it.
Knowing I was going to come here and work this game today, Joe, I reached out to an old buddy of mine and a Frankfort great, Travis Best, this morning. Chatted with him a little bit. We reminisced about some of the days back in the 90s. Had some good laughs. We were a little rowdy back then. Front row rowdies. We traveled well for away games.
When Travis played, he and Andy Foster, they were extremely good, and they had a lot of other good players with them. not just those two.
Yeah, it was a talented squad that went through here, and especially those early 90s all the way through to our graduating class of 97. That was players like Eric Wall and the Harrises, Foster, Farley, obviously Travis Best, Rush McCauley.
Ridenauer played with good guard.
Ridenauer, Chris Crum. There was a lot of good, solid basketball play.
Yeah, there were.
Isaac Adams gets both from the line. He's got 6 points now. Him and Jack Michael lead the way for Frankfort. 6 points apiece.
Nice
the dump
pass.
down.
Good
Ray
pass.
again.
Ray gets his 4th point already.
Beardsley hands it off to Wagner. Wagner in the lane, blocked from behind, but a whistle. Maybe a foul with the body is what is called here. Now available, FiberHawk Fiber Internet, super fast speeds, no more buffering. Perfect for all sizes of business. FiberHawk offers every speed to meet your internet needs. For more on offerings and availability, go to fiberhawk.com or call 922-HAWK. Fast, affordable, FiberHawk. Wagner with that free throw becomes the third hot dog with 6 points today.
See if he can break through. Not able to. Stays at 6.
Coach Shear and these McCutcheon Mavericks, overcoming that loss last night at Southmont, bouncing back today in a big way.
I believe Frankfort's next game is at Southmont next Friday. Wouldn't swear to that. I don't have a schedule in front of me, but Jack Michael.
You are correct.
Knocking down a three-pointer.
Jack Michael now with 9. Yeah, Frankfurt's schedule at Southmont, at Logansport the next night, and then they'll wrap up with their final home game of the year. We'll have that one for you right here on ISC against Delphi on February 28th. Joe, you won't be here for that one.
I will not be here for that one. Sectional looming large for the boys, not very far away. Isaac Adams with his 8-point.
First week of March. I know that we'll have some ISC cameras locally at the Clinton Central Sectional 54 that'll feature Clinton Prairie, Clinton Central, Carroll, Rossville, Frontier, Bethesda Christian, and Traders Point Christian. I'm sure we'll be in some other places as well. Usually have the sectional there with Lawrence North, Lawrence Central as well. One of our ISC crews. All those games, once they reach the tournament, you will watch on ihsaatv.org. You can also see the draw that should be coming up. If it's not this Sunday, it's next Sunday.
I believe, I don't know this for sure, but I'm just guessing how it normally would flow. That would be next Sunday, wouldn't it?
You are correct.
I think it would be next Sunday, yeah.
So it'll be on the 23rd. That'd give everybody about 2 weeks to kind of figure out what they're doing.
Always right before the last weekend of the season.
Full timeout going to be taken by Coach Shear. Want to have a conversation with his guys.
Sean, here's a question for you. You're real quick with the computer. Maybe you know this. Where does McCutcheon play the sectional this year?
They are in, I can tell you who they face.
Okay.
They will play, it's Harrison, Lafayette, Jeff, Kokomo, and McCutcheon. There's only 4 teams in their sectional. And I think in years past it's been at either Jeff or Kokomo.
Okay. So there's only 4 teams.
Only 4 teams in that sectional 7. And I can actually tell you the host site of it if I get over to ihsa.org.
So Lafayette Jeff, Lafayette Harrison, McCutcheon, and Kokomo, you say?
Yep.
4, okay.
As they play in 4A, there's only so many teams in that 4A tournament.
Right. So they got 14. Wow.
It's at Kokomo this year.
At Kokomo. Almost like a Lafayette tournament.
So the nice thing for them is those teams they'll get a little extra time to rest. They won't have a Tuesday or Wednesday night game. They'll play, obviously, 2 games on Friday night. The winners will play for the championship on Saturday.
Right.
Little changing of the guard this year with teams moving up and down in class, and they realigned some things, sent some teams to some different sectionals, so only 4 teams in that one. .135 and ticking here left in this one at Frankfort.
Well, as you mentioned, Frankfort two road games next weekend. We wish McCutcheon well for the rest of the season.
Yeah, for the Mavericks, they will be at Benton Central on the 18th, then their last home game against Kankakee Valley before finishing up on the road at Lake Central. So a little bit of traveling there for final 2 games of the season for those teams involved. As far as the teams that they will face off against in their sectional, they've lost to Harrison twice this year. They've lost to Kokomo.
McCutcheon just setting them up.
And they did not play Lafayette. Yeah, they did play Lafayette Jeff. I'm sorry, they lost by 2 points in that game.
So they'll come in as an underdog, so maybe it's a good place for them.
If they shoot like they did today, they can beat anybody in the state.
Yeah.
Emery shot off the side of the rim. And the final 15 seconds will continue to tick away here as the clock runs out on this one at Frankfort High School. Early matinee game, Joe. I appreciate you adjusting your schedule to join us here, as well as all the students and Mr. Salee and everyone involved here at Frankfort High School. Obviously, they do this because the McCutcheon Mavericks girls are playing in regionals.
And
they play at 4 o'clock today.
Best of luck to them, too.
Very good team there.
Yeah.
So congratulations to the McCutcheon Mavericks. They get a 78-24 victory here today. Your final thoughts on this one, Joe?
Well, hey, one of the things we talked about earlier, how would the teams bounce back? Well, McCutcheon came out ready to play. This kind of overwhelmed Frankfort from the tip. That first quarter, that was 22-0. 22-0 McCutcheon at the end of the first quarter. So hats off to McCutcheon. They played well. We talked about their three-point shooting percentages, and that was very evident here today. They knocked down, how many three-pointers did they get?
13,
14. Yeah, and you see some of the highlights here. Very, very good shooting. Very good performance by McCutcheon. Frankfort needs to keep fighting, keep working at it, and hopefully have a little success next weekend.
Our Frankfort Eagles Clinton County player of the game today for the Frankfort side of things is going to be Jack Michael. He finished today with 9 points, did Jack. Put in a nice effort for the Frankfort Hot Dogs. On the other side of the court for our ISC Sports Network outstanding player of the game, Brody Baker. Man, 23 points I think is what he had by the time he exited.
Yeah.
Fantastic day for Brody Baker.
Yeah, he's a very smooth player for a sophomore. He just does a lot of things very, very well. Excellent future ahead of that young man.
That's going to do it for our coverage from Frankfort High School. We appreciate you tuning in today and taking in our Willow Creek Barn postgame show with us, where nature's beauty meets rustic elegance. For Joe Rook, I'm Sean Walker. Have a nice evening. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday.
Tonight's game is presented to you in parts by the Frankfort Eagles. Post 976, they are people helping people. By Day and Ginda Funeral Home, proud supporters of high school athletics in Clinton and Carroll County. By the healthy communities of Clinton County, making the healthy choice the easy choice. By FiberHawk, fast, affordable FiberHawk. By the Farmers Bank, where you don't have to be a farmer to be a farmer. Let's grow. By the Willow Creek Barn, providing a picturesque setting for the barn wedding of your dreams. And by Tornado Roofing, specializing in residential and commercial roofing and repair.
At Day and Ginda Funeral Home, we embrace change while staying true to timeless values. Our commitment to putting families first remains steadfast. With up-to-date practices and unwavering compassion, We offer the highest quality of service for your loved ones. Trust to serve your family with a classic commitment in modern times. Day and Ginda Funeral Home, putting family first.